Hello? Do you hear me well? Do you hear me good? Music is fucking loud. Wait a second. Do you hear me twice? Do you hear the music twice? Hello? Hello? Everyone? Yeah, you hear me? Is the audio good? Do I need to adjust something? Where is my fucking PNG tuber? Wait a second. Here. It must work now. Wait. Wait. Is it working now? I'm a bit too loud? Okay, now, how about now? I'm adjusting everything. Okay, good. I want something calm. Something. Hmm. Alright. We gotta be quiet today because it's 11 p.m. and I can't be very, very loud. How are we doing, guys? Me and my absolutely best moderator are doing very good because it's their birthday. Did you guys know that it's their birthday? Yeah. I want to add something to screen. Just wait a second, please. How does it look? And just one more thing to add. Just one more thing. I forgot how to speak, guys. I haven't streamed in so long. I have to remind myself how to speak. I think it works. Yeah, it's perfect. Everyone say happy birthday to Crow. my man, my moderator, the best guy around. Yes, we will ban everyone who doesn't say happy birthday to Crow. It's the rule. You obey me and my moderators, or you are not a part of NGDN Nation. This is how it works. Okay, so today I wanted to do something unusual, I guess. I can't say unusual because I don't stream usually, so my streaming is a bit unusual. My cat is outside. Where is my fucking cat? My cat is here. She went straight for my keyboard. So, let me give you a little bit of perspective. I'm just laying in my bed with my laptop and everything, with my microphone, and I have no idea of what I wanted to do, because my idea was that I have life experience, alright? Almost 2 decades on this goddamn earth, and I have some stories to tell, right? And so I was thinking, what kind of stories could I tell to everyone? And I have come to a conclusion. I am boring. I am the most introverted guy that is existing. Probably not, but I think of myself as this secondary character, background character, who only does something when the main character appears. But, as you all know, my small NGDN Nation all knows that I have ADHD. And one of the symptoms of the ADHD is being impulsive. And I am pretty impulsive. I buy stuff impulsively. I decide my life decisions that will change everything I spend 2 seconds on it. So there has been some stories that are actually interesting to hear. So I have one on my mind. One story that I tell every single friend I meet. But I am tired of retelling the same story. So I will try to do my best at explaining of what the story is. So imagine that I am 13 or 12 years old. I currently don't remember what my age was. I think it's 13. I was turning 13 or something. It was summer, a hot day in a small town where I spent my summer vacations or something like that. Yeah, so I went every summer to the town where my great-grandma lived, my childhood town. And it was a pretty small town. You could ride through it with a bicycle in an hour, or just go by foot. It's not very small. There's not much to do. there is a library that I visited quite regularly. It was a good time. I read some of the interesting books, like teenage romance or something. It was pretty bad, but it's the best I could understand at that time, at that age, I guess. I also just really like romance, and it was a mix of romance and detective, so it was pretty good. So, besides the library, you could only cycle with your friends, like on a bicycle, or some kind of skateboard or roller skates, which I had, by the way. But I wasn't feeling very sociable at that day, so I just was staring on the road, and the house that I was living in that summer was beside a railroad. Like a working railroad with actual trains going every day. I could see them through the window in my house. So I got pretty curious. Like, where does this railroad go? Like, I suppose it's going between towns, but how long it actually is? So, on that bright sunny day, I decided that I'm going to explore, right? I took my backpack. I have put 3 apricots, a bottle of water, a book, I believe. I was reading a book for the literature class that you have, like a summer literature list or whatever. Wait, what is my category for stream? I don't even have a category, shit. Well, who cares? I'm not doing anything, right? So, I have put a book, right? A pencil case and a sketchbook. I remember that pretty vividly because, if I don't bring the notebook or the sketchbook with me, I'm going to regret the potential inspiration coming in and drawing and not having the ability to draw, right? I would be pretty sad. That usually doesn't happen, but as artist, you have to bring your sketchbook or something to draw in anyway. It's just the law. It's the rule, and you can't break it. So, I just told my mom that I was going for a walk, and I went in the direction of that railroad. As I was going, there was not much that you could expect. Just the city was ending. There was a border which I could cross, and there was just the road and trees. What's the opposite of the city built place, the place that we live in, but the opposite? It was just trees, basically. Trees and fields. The music is too exciting for this, I think. But I don't care. So, it was just trees and fields. Fields with nothing but yellow grass. And I was walking in a direction just to see where the road goes, right? And so I found a wooden railroad, like with wooden things, not with stone or metal. And it was like overgrown area, and I was pretty curious by it because where does this like overgrown thing go? If it's not used, like could there be the end of this road? And so I started walking just to see where the end would be. I had a phone with me, so I believe I started walking at like 11 or 10 a.m. And it was a pretty fun time. Like, sun was like warm, making everything warm as sun does. I don't know what what else. How can I describe this amazing day? Like there was pretty much no wind, which I absolutely love. I love just the regular amount of sun and just a calm day, like very calm, relaxing. I was just in shorts, t-shirt, and my new like shoes. It was like sandals, I believe, but with that um sneaker like bottom. I don't know how to describe it, but it was pretty like cool. Like I considered it looking cool. Like the cool kids would wear that, you know? So with my persistent like attitude, I just kept going. I didn't stop for like 2 hours, I think, and I have reached a place. I believe it was a place where like the animals are like raised and sold for meat, you know? So there was a man who was walking cows. I was a little confused because there is literally a railroad, and wouldn't they be afraid of the cows being like hit by a train or something? But I ignored that and I kept walking. The man with the cows was walking in the same direction as me, and I was a little put off by that, so I just started walking faster. As the hours went by, I was walking and walking. There was It was pretty much an endless road. Like I couldn't find the end. Possibly because like it's a railroad and it takes twice as fast to get on a train than just by feet. Pretty logically, right? Maybe. I have no idea. But I was getting pretty tired. Like, just always walking for hours and there was no end on that road. So I wanted to just like sit down and relax. So I saw a like a small like water, a small body of water. Not like a puddle, but more of like how could I say this? A small lake, a really small lake, right? So I came down, I washed my sandals because they got dirty from always walking on the overgrown area. And I was just humming to myself, just steaming, just had my feet in water. I don't know, probably shouldn't have done that because it's like, could be some dangerous fish or just trash, like just glass in the water. So it's pretty dangerous. But I was a kid, I didn't care. I was just having fun, I guess. It's the most fun I could have in that small town, so I was enjoying that. But suddenly, I hear a footstep behind me. I turn around, and you know who I see? A fucking cow looks at me with its big eyes. And I'm obviously like scared, so I spring up and I see that man who is walking the cows. I suddenly felt ashamed for some reason, and I wanted to just run away so he didn't keep bothering me. Probably seeing a random man in the woods is like a dangerous thing. But to that man probably who just found a kid in the forest, it was like he thought that I was in danger or something too. So I wanted to run away, so I did. I did run away in the like woods, like more of the wood area, and hid behind the tree. He ran after me and he couldn't find me. He kept looking for me until I believe there was his kid who was screaming for him. And so he gave up on me and got back to his kid. I was like, shit, well, I can't go the same road again because he probably like sees me and asks like, what are you doing here in the middle of the fucking forest? So I like had to change my mind and go somewhere else. And so I went further and I found the road, like the actual road that where cars went between the small cities. So I started walking in the same direction, but just beside the road. I saw the sign where it said like 40 kilometers to name city. And I was like, shit, well, I could go to that town. Why not? I have no idea what was going on with my brain at that moment, because I was just like, yeah, I could go 40 kilometers by feet. Not a big deal. Like, dude, how? How? You literally can't even like do like PE in school. You can't do it. How are you going to go 40 kilometers to that town and then return to home safely? But I just started walking. I guess I was just not too far-sighted. In other words, dumb. But I was full with determination. So I was walking. I just like turned off my brain in that moment. I think it happens pretty often. Just in general in my life. But as I was walking, like cars were passing by, there was a lot of them. And there was this car that stopped and asked, like, what are you doing here? You're literally in the middle of the fucking road. Well, they didn't say fucking. They also didn't say it in English, but they were confused to like, what is the kid doing in the middle of the road? But I am also a brilliant liar because I could somehow convince them that I'm actually like fine, and like, imagine this, like the role play, right? Like, what are you doing here? They asked me. And I reply like, oh, I'm just walking here. Like, my dad is going to pick me up. By the way, my dad was really just like kilometers and kilometers away in St. Petersburg while I was in that small city. So I like really, really thought that over. So yeah, just my dad will pick me up. He's like going in with his car and he's going to pick me up by the road, yeah. So where are you two going? They asked me. I'm just going to the name town that's 40 kilometers away. They were like pretty shocked by it, obviously. Like, there was a man and a woman and another woman. So I guess I'm pretty lucky again that it wasn't just a random creep that could like do something to me. And they said, well, if your dad is going to pick you up, we could give you a ride to a place because we're going in the same destination. And so I accepted that offer. I really have no survival instincts. Like, my survival instincts are negative. Like, I was pretty aware of what like kidnapping was, but I was like, yeah, let's just fucking go. So I sit there, like, as nonchalantly as I could. I spoke to them about how, yeah, my dad is working there. Yeah, he just like transfers like some materials into the town, and I was meant to help him or something. And my mom is aware, mom is on the call. I'm going to call her, something like that. They asked me how old I was, and I remember that I said I was 14. Like, I added up that number, and they said that I was like adult, probably because that age you get a passport, as I remember. So they were like, yeah, totally chill. I don't know how they didn't like suspect anything. Were I really good at lying or something? So they like drove me to the destination. Not fully, because yeah, they stopped at the like bus station because they needed to make a turn and it wasn't in the same direction. So they dropped me off at the bus station, and I looked at the sign and it said like 30 kilometers or something to that town. So I thought that 40 kilometers is actually a pretty fucking long distance. And I couldn't walk it by feet, actually. Wow. So I decided to go back because it was already like 3 p.m. and I didn't want my parents to know about this story, like to terrify them. and to possibly give up my freedom. So I decided to walk back. I tried to stop cars so they could pick me up on the way back, but I had no luck. That's probably very good, as nowadays I think I could probably get kidnapped again. So I just decided to walk back. And the walk was pretty long. I remember going through sunflower fields and just potato fields and wheat fields, and it was endless. The fields are actually long. 10 kilometers is actually long for my 13-year-old body. I even bro is literally zero survival instincts. Yeah, I turn off my brain sometimes. I just go for it. It would be pretty useful in some situations, I don't know what kind of situation there could be to use this power of turning off my brain. But yeah, so I was walking, and it was very, 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 very long. I couldn't keep track of how many times I look at my phone and I see the time going, it's going late. It's almost evening, and I wanted to go home, but it's really long. So I realized the mistake that I've made by doing this impulsive decision. But I continue walking, because what else could I do? Stop a car and get kidnapped? Yeah, I didn't want that. As I was walking through that area of fields and forest, my brand new sandals with the ones that cool kids would wear, I have said that sentence twice. I know, I don't care. Those brand new white sandals have turned brown from all that mud, and it had ripped off my left foot. But I couldn't take them off because it was spiky grass or something. So I continued struggling with my broken sandal through that forest. I had only 3 apricots and a bottle of water, and it had already all ran out. I was thinking that, damn, will I make it this evening to my home? The most terrifying part wasn't that I was going to get lost, because it was pretty much a straight line. I was going in one direction and I just turned 180 and I was going back. It was simple. But I was scared of going home late and getting scolded by my mother. Because, well, it would be pretty much... It would be shit. Why? Dude, fucking no one cares. How do I block you? Ben. Some guy just offered me a promo. I don't give a fuck. So, fun fact, when I was going back, there was a police that stopped a car, and I was like, shit, they're looking for me. So I just like sneaked behind that police. Successfully, I have successfully made it to my city, to my town. But it was like already the sun have set, and I was like, shit, well, what is my mom going to say? I have been missing for the whole day. What's she going to say? I went straight to shower because, like, it is summer, right? And it's getting pretty sweaty, so a cold shower is like literally heaven. Bro plays Genshin. It's whatever, it's your birthday. You're listening to my amazing story. I couldn't wish for more. You go. It's alright. So I'm like, I have the shower and I walk into the kitchen to see my brother who is eating a watermelon. So I take a slice, I tell him the story. He's like, holy shit. What the fuck? And I'm like, yeah. Whatever. I eat the watermelon, I see my mom on the bench outside. And I'm like, hey, I'm back. You know, sometimes I wish that my parents would like look for me a little bit, especially after the story. Because all her reaction was like, oh, did you see the watermelon that we bought? I'm like, yeah, thanks. Literally, 10 out of 10 parenting. Just neglect your kid. Let them do what they want. Let them get kidnapped. Yeah, I broke my sandals that day. I was really hungry. I spent my money on ice cream on my way back to town so I could replenish at least some of the energy because I was looking like a zombie at that point. But in the end, it was a day full of discovery. Like, I imagined myself as being Mowgli from, you know, the movie or whatever. I have decided that I'm not going to go 40 kilometers by feet anymore, and I only walk 10 because that's what I've learned I'm capable of. So yeah, that's the watermelon story. I have called it that because in the end I ate delicious watermelon. Dude, do you know how amazing the watermelons are in the south? It's I can't even describe. Yippee! There's your one story. How long have I been streaming? I have been streaming for 42 minutes. It's not that big, I guess. But I'm going to tell you another little story. I just need to remember what I wanted to say. I almost got kidnapped twice. Well, dude, it's a good YouTube title, but I remembered the watermelon the most. to be honest. Also, I believe I still have the photos that I made of that place in like my old phone, but I have no access to it because I forgot my password. I made the password the way that, like, if the phone got stolen from me, it wouldn't get hacked. So when I got my phone back, I couldn't get into it. I'm a genius. You are what you watch, they say. And I watch Rambo Live. And they have forgotten the password to their PC. So, they have a negative influence on me, guys. We should cancel them. I hate them so much. And they're streaming also. 206 viewers, guys. 206. They really fell off. My PC. It's on low battery. It's also past midnight. So, one last story, guys. I don't even know what's with my internet. Please work everything. Do you guys hear me? Am I gone? Oh, fuck. I got scared. I got spooked. My connection. What's with my connection? I'm lagging as fuck right now. Is it working? Is it working? It should be working. Should be. I'm pretty sure. Guys, I have the story. The story of how I got on TV. I, you know, I'm a creative kid, so I went to music school for 6 years in total. Like, I went into one music school for 3 years and then I got bored, so I didn't want to keep studying anymore. And when we moved to St. Petersburg, I went to another music school and I went for another 3 years and I also got bored, so I didn't want to keep going anymore, but my grandma insisted. So I have that wonderful traumatizing experience of music school. I really don't know why. Why did I need to go there? Because clearly I didn't practice the last year. I didn't do my homework at all. So it clearly wasn't fun for me these times. But the one fun thing that I remember was the choir. I have or I had a nice singing voice for a 12-year-old. So I was in choir and I have a good music hearing. So like I can still get the notes, or how could you say. So I was chosen by my music teacher, my choir teacher, to go to the event. It was 2016, 2017, probably 2018. Also with my music. And I went to this event, and what I didn't know that I was going into the most prestigious school in St. Petersburg, probably one of the most known schools. It was like in the middle of St. Petersburg, and if you know the city, it's like one of the biggest cities in the whole country, and it's one of the most culture. There's a lot of poets, a lot of musicians, and this music school was in the name of Rimsky-Korsakov, which is a known guy in the music sphere, whatever. And so I went to this event, and it was on Dvorcovaya Ploshchad, which is the main square with the most known museum. And there was actually a festival of national alphabet or whatever, something like that, about the Cyrillic alphabet or something. And we were given to sing some songs about St. Petersburg, the known songs, and it was all put on television. There were a lot of choirs, not just our group, but it was pretty big, really, really big. And when I was watching the festival, I could actually see me for 1 second on the big screen. The camera focused just on me for one singular second, and I'm thinking of showing it to you guys, because it's a piece of history. You don't see yourself on TV this often. Just 1 second. I'm looking things up. It's very important. By the way, if you're not aware, I'm going to make out of this stream a video using this audio. Hopefully the music wasn't too loud, so I can remove my moments that I don't like. It's all very laggy. It's all very laggy. Shit. I need a new PC. Crow, you need to give it to give yours to me. I'm doing history. At least like, for a while. Let me just look the video up. Ah, yes, it's the day of Slavic writing and culture, I believe. I'm probably leaking a lot of shit about me right now. But who cares? It was the 20th of May. Oh, by the way, it's May tomorrow. Dude. I found an article about that. But there's no photo or video because it's on YouTube. And it's lagging for me, guys. I hate it. 1 second. 1 second. I just want to open it in my phone. I think I found it. I found this specific moment. Let me. Just 1 second, guys. 1 second, I got this. I got this. I got this, alright? Yes, it was 20th of May. It was 1,600 people there. Did you know that? I didn't. Everything is so laggy. Why? For what reason? For what purpose? Excuse my silence. I'm looking. I am looking. One moment. Being YouTuber here. Window. Window. Boom. Hopefully this works. Do you guys see the screen? Shut the fuck up, bro.
Святые Кирилл
Pause.
и Мефодий пред
For
нами.
the love of God, pause.
Их праздник великий.
I don't care. It's a huge delay between me and my stream, so I can't even check if everything works. I'm fucking trapped. I'm fucking trapped. The delay is almost over, guys. Holy shit, it's taking so long. Guys, you don't even see the screen. I just realized that. You don't even see anything. Wow, all this and for what? All this and for fucking what? Just wait another 10 minutes. Bro, am I going to bed today? I need to go to work. I need to go to work in like 9 hours already. I still have some time to sleep, but like I just need to see if the screen is up. This is all. This is literally all. Yes, it works. It fucking works. Okay, so let me just like give you a brief introduction. So this is hold. This is the main like city, like center, the most like views that you could like the most like museums and everything that you can go to. So this is a very famous place, right?
Кирилл и Мефодий пред нами.
And so there is me. Somewhere there is me. I believe it's here. I'm here.
Их праздник великий и славный мы чтим. Украсьте же
Yeah, who cares? Who cares?
брызги
I don't care.
света, они
They gave us
воссияли над
a, like,
жизнью людей. На север
hats,
славянский
like, you know,
отцвет
you see these
до
hats,
юга.
these
Те
hats,
искры святые
they
они
gave it to everyone for
принесли,
free,
и
and I
их
think
не
I lost
задуло
mine.
суровое вьюга. Они
It has
разгорелись
been
по лону земли. Светильник
4
их
years,
чудотворная
6
сила
years,
святой
6 years ago,
лампадой горит в темноте. Нет
6
бури,
or 5 years
что
ago,
светоч бы тот
definitely.
погасила. Нет моря, что искры бы залило те.
So it is
Вы
pretty boring,
чистые, юные, милые дети.
but I just want
Любите
you to
угодников
see
этих
the moment
святых, и
with
пусть
me in it.
перед вами в таинственном
We're like singing songs, right? It's a very famous song. Somewhere there is my mom filming me. Where am I? Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Here. This is me. This fucker. This is me. The camera is pointing straight at me. Where am I? I'm here. I know. It's me. One second. Guys, I'm so famous. I am so famous. Literally 5,000 people have seen me. Will I have more views on TikTok actually? By the way, you can subscribe to my TikTok. I'm absolutely insane there. Yeah. Everyone clap. Thought the video was Genshin, bro. Get out of here. We don't mention this godforsaken game. Alright. It's like, it's too long. I am streaming for how long? For 1 hour and 6 minutes. It's too long for my sleep schedule. I need to go to sleep, or otherwise I won't be awake tomorrow morning, and I need to go to work and get that money, because I only work for money. I got a really pretty good job, I'd say, but I really need that money. You know, capitalism. It's the reality that we live in. Yeah, sadly. But I have to go to work. Bro, you think you have a, like, your birthday card that you could use? No. I am literally ending the stream right now. Yep. You can't use the, oh, it's my birthday, you can't end the stream too soon. No, I refuse. I refuse your refusion. Well, you're really missing out. Thank God, honestly. I don't want you to see that cringe.